Hey, Belle. Welcome, everybody. We're live.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Good job, baby. Y'all hear my baby? She said, welcome, welcome, welcome. Anyway, everybody, how's everybody doing? Tyra
They're
Jacqueline.
good.
Your girl, your saucy girl, your credit later. I'm about to add something to that. Stay tuned. But anyway, if you are watching me live, do me a favor, throw a one in the chat. If you're watching the replay, throw a two in the chat. So as y'all know, I'm gonna put y'all up on some type of game. Y'all know that's what I do, right? I'll give y'all some
Okay.
type of sauce, okay? Not the sauce you can actually eat, but sauce you can eat with. If y'all catch my drift. But anyway, I've been talking a lot lately about business credit, business funding, stuff like that, because it's very important to do things to separate your personal credit from and for you protect yourself as well in the long run. So because I come across a lot of people who quote unquote do business, but they're not doing it the right way. Okay. And part of it, I mean, it could be lack of education, it could be laziness, it could be or a combination of the two. But what I'm going to do is my part and give you what I can when it comes to the game and the education, because that's all game is, y'all. It's education, okay? And what you do with it is what you choose to do with it. But we talking about the game of life,
The
okay?
game of life.
Y'all heard my baby. And y'all remember, y'all have all heard the saying that knowledge is power, but knowledge is not power, it's applied knowledge.
It's applied knowledge.
Y'all hear my baby, okay? Applied knowledge is power. That's why I gotta give y'all the game,
It's power.
okay? So this is what I want to talk to y'all about. So as far as people separating when they run businesses, separating yourself as the person from your business entity. First and foremost, you have to file corporation like an S corp or a C corp. Your accountant will tell you how to do that. But a lot of people, y'all going to be LLCs. I can say it like that. Um, there are things now when you're applying for business credit and or business funding. And just to let you know, y'all know I do business funding and I help people with business credit as well. Now, you need to pretty much set yourself up the exact same way when it comes to business credit and business funding, because maybe you might not need the business funding right now, but you may need it in the future. So what you want to do is set yourself up properly so you're able to do both. Okay, business credit very important because you want to separate that from your personal
Separate
credit
that.
because you never know what can happen in the future, right? So let's just talk about a few things that automatically get you denied to when it comes to business credit and business funding. Now, people believe that they get their business, they get an EIN, they get an
EIN.
LLC. All of a sudden, oh, I can get business credit. It don't work like that. You do have to build yourself up. It takes about 3 to 4 months for the business
Three to
credits. Three to
three to
four months.
four
Go ahead, Bella.
months.
Tell them, Bella. 3 to 4 months for the business credit score to generate. But I just want to talk to y'all about a few things that you need to do. Of course, when it comes to your actual LLC or whatever you're filing,
LLC.
you do have to do that with your Secretary of State. There are websites that can help you do that stuff. I'll put the websites down in the comments as well, but I'm also going to save them here. And if you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm on all platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. Okay, and one way or another, you need to catch this sauce. Okay, so that's one of the websites we is called llcuniversity.com. Another one's called www.e-secretaryofstate.com, and one to help you form business plans, because when you're looking for funding from banks, specifically from
Banks.
banks, a business plan may be
Stop
one of the
it.
things that they ask for. And a good website for this is www.formprinr.com dash business plans. Plans with an S. Guys, I'm going to put that down in the comments. Also, guys, actually, there's a colleague of mine, this wonderful sister I met not too long ago. She's actually hosting a business funding workshop today at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you would like to attend, please let me know and I will send you the link. Okay, 'cause I will be there. Okay, even though I do help people get business funding, I'm not affiliated with major banks. Okay, so I'm going for the education. Okay, because I'm going to need it in the future. I'm putting that in the atmosphere. I'm putting that in the universe that God is going to bless me with some type of business or venture where I'm going to need business funding in the future. So guess what? I'm putting that out there in the atmosphere. Even though I don't need it right now, like I said, your business credit and your business funding needs to be set up the same way so you can actually get it. So what I want to hit on right now is certain things that kind of either will automatically get you denied for business credit and or business funding, um, or make you a higher or make your file a higher risk. I'll say it like that, because when you do it like that, you might have to find alternative ways to get funding, which I have access to as well. So here's the algorithms of what will make your application default or make you a higher risk. Number one, do not use your personal cell phone for your business. When they look you up and that number traces back to a mobile number, that can be an automatic denial. Another one, using your home address as your business address. Do not do it. Okay? So here's the thing. Even with home-based business like mine, all of my businesses as of right now are home-based businesses. However, my business, I have a virtual business address. Now, you can also get a virtual business address. You have some that are very cheap. They're $10 a month, something like that. However, that can also be problematic too because it almost looks like a P.O. box. Your address has to be something that the United States Post Office can actually deliver to. Okay, so which means instead of having a virtual address, you need a virtual office, which you can actually get. There's virtual office, and if you need to hook up, I got it. Where you can get is like a virtual receptionist. They give you a phone number as well. These are all things you need for your business anyway. And is a excuse me, and it reports to the to one of the business bureaus, okay, for credit building. All right, so if you need that, let me know. I got a hookup for you. Also something that will get you denied or declined is the free email providers, meaning Google, Yahoo, MSN. No, you need to have a professional email, meaning you will need to have like a domain name. Like I can have it at like Tyra@TyraJacqueline.com because Tyra Jacqueline is my domain name. Okay, so you do have to set yourself up with a domain, your website, things of that nature. Okay, another one, being a sole proprietor. And I recently learned, because you will see some places they say there is no business credit for sole proprietor. I actually recently learned that there are some places that will allow you to for you to build credit as a sole proprietor. However, you never want to do that. Why? Because you are still personally liable for everything, just like you using your regular social security number as a sole proprietor. So don't do sole proprietor. Okay, and the reason why some people do, because of the tax incentives where you might be able to get like more credits or refunds. That's because they can tie it to you personally. Same thing with having a married filing joint couple where they have some type of debt because they filed joint together. When it comes to their taxes, they both liable, not just one. That's why with married filing separate, there's less number of credits that you're eligible for. But I didn't mean to go off into taxes. But anyway, but remember, I worked for the IRS for a decade. I'm not an accountant. I'm not a CPA, but I did work for the Alphabet Boys for a decade. Okay, so no sole proprietor, y'all. LLC, S corp, C corp, and then when you're first starting out, you probably won't be an S corp anyway. All right. Another thing is you need to be on a review platform, something like Yelp, and you need time. You need to be within this reviews. If y'all notice, people ask, "Hey, go on such and such platform and send me a positive review." Why? Because they actually look at these things. You cannot have 2 stars or less on the review, like Yelp, something like that. Why? Because you're not looked at as a good business. So you want to have good reviews, right? Another important thing: no more than 3 inquiries on the credit reports in any 90-day period. Stop applying for stuff. There's certain ways to apply for things when it comes to business. It can be done, okay? Where you can get a bunch of money, the way it can be done. However, stop applying for stuff. All right? Stop applying for yourself. No more than 3 inquiries every 90 days. They look at that stuff, y'all. Another thing is no website. You need to, I just mentioned something like that, but you need to have a website. Listen, they look at all of these things, okay? You must be found on the internet. You got to be Googleable, okay? Another thing they call the NAT validation, and that is name, the address, and the phone number. Let me explain. Your business has to be the exact same way for the IRS when you filed your EIN. It has to be the exact same way for your bank account. It has to be the exact same way on the address. And everything you apply for has to be the exact same name on the application. So, for example, like one of my businesses is Belling Enterprises LLC. I can't have my bank account say just Belling Enterprises. No, it has to. Everything has to be the same name. Address validation is the same thing what I just was speaking about when it comes to having a virtual office, and phone number is the same thing about a cell number. So what you want to do with your phone number, for your business, you want to have a toll-free number and a local number. Okay, that's all part of the net validation. So any one of these things or a mixture of these things can get you automatically denied for business credit and or business funding, or just seen as a higher risk. And it's certain industries that's already high risk anyway. Financial industries are considered very, very high risk. So you want to reduce the risk as much as you can. So other things that's very important when you are applying for your business name, when you think of the name, and remember, you got to have the name already before you apply for your EIN. You need to do a search to make sure nobody else has that name, not just in your state, but also in the country. Let me tell you why. When you send it to the Secretary of State to have your business in good standing with your state government, they only do a search for that state. They don't do it for the entire country. What can happen is you can have the same name as somebody else in a entirely different state, end up getting and that's called basically, like, it's like almost like a copyright infringement, is a trademark infringement with the name, and they can send you over a cease and desist, and you have to decease is obsolete, especially when it comes to the credit, because you're going to have to start over with a new name. So these are some things just to take into consideration. As always, if you need help with something within my scope, I would definitely assist you. And if I don't have it, I know somebody who does. I could definitely connect you with or hook you up with. Okay. Um, Also, another way to get to your Secretary of State, you Google your Secretary of State, you go to the business section and complete an application for LLC with your business information. And many states requires an annual fee. My state does. Some states only you pay it one time, but my state is a fee every month. Some cities or municipalities, the jurisdictions actually require different types of business licensing when you're applying for credit and or funding. Some of those companies may require that particular business as well, that they need to see that actual license. So make sure you find that out. And yes, it is a little costly when it comes to building up business credit and business funding when you do it the right way. But doing it the right way will save you a lot of heartbreak on the end. Okay. Let me see. What else can I tell y'all for right now? I think that's pretty much all I have for now. Like I stated, y'all know how to get in contact with me if y'all need assistance with any of that. Um, I got the info. We can do consultations. I can help people with building their business credit, business funding. Y'all already know I do personal credit, all that good stuff. But oh, and that's another thing. Your personal credit needs to be intact as well. So if you are working on building your business credit, that's going to be another step to the process, making sure you're getting your personal credit up there too, because a lot of lenders funding and business credit funding and business funding, they still look at your personal credit. Now, um, and they look at your personal credit, you may not even know it because they'll do a soft inquiry, and not all soft inquiries show up on your credit report, and they can actually deny you. They could deny you if your personal credit is not where it needs to be. So then you need to see me anyway, so I can help you with your personal credit. Like, come on, y'all. Okay. So with that being said, you know how to get in contact with me. Make sure you can inbox me. You can text me at 844-243-4901. Let's talk a little bit about what you need. Okay. And anything else y'all want me to talk about that's within my scope, I can, and I most certainly will. I love educating y'all. The more I get educated, the more educated y'all gonna be. As long as y'all listening to me, as long as y'all can hear me, the more educated I am, the more educated you gonna be. Okay? Like I said, baby, the game is free. So this is all I'm gonna say for now. I'm signing off. Bellamy, you wanna say anything, anybody? You wanna say have a good night?
Have a good night.
Bella said have a good night, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later.